I found a YouTube channel recently and I saw a girl in it because it's her channel. Like her content is not useful. I mean, it can be entertaining. Entertainment is subjective, right? But it makes no sense. Like it's little trash. And I'm like, wow, if she can do that and make an income out of that, anybody can do that. Oh my god, I can do that too. Like just talk shit. It's okay. Like people are there to consume shit. So feed them that shit. But if you're watching this, thank you. Thank you for consuming my shit.
வந்தாச்சு கைகாசு பத்தாது அமைக்கு போடு சுகேசு
I want to talk about the power that we possess. I am constantly talking about this, like all the time. Just ignore that. I'm just getting ready as I talk because it's a thing and I'm not much into makeup, but I'm just trying to do what they all do. Because today's episode of Realizing Your Power, I'm going to cover the topic of shifting your situation, the reality of the situation, into your desired reality. So I was getting ready and I used to have self-esteem issues. Like I used to think that I'm not better than anybody else. Like I used to think that I'm not worth it. I'm not good. I'm not good at a lot of things that other people are. And I often force myself to compare with the highlights of other people's life with my behind the scenes. A lot of people go through this. That is why I wanted to talk about this. I took a long break, right, from my YouTube thing. And that time I worked really hard on myself, a lot of shadow work, a lot of journaling, a lot of getting to know myself. And I'm in a so much better place right now comparatively. So I was getting late to this thing, and the person who was picking me up was not my friend. Like I don't know this person, but well, she's just going to the same place, so she just offered me a ride, and she lives close by as well. So I just automatically think that I am obligated to her or something just because she's dropping me. And I don't know why I did that, but I just simply thought that I'm like lesser than her, or I don't deserve anything, I don't deserve this. But I was like, okay, fine, yeah, thank you. I was like that. I was a bit late, and I'm always late. I'm working on it. Like there used to be days where I thought I shouldn't be punctual, you know. I used to think that punctuality is for losers. So I'm starting to work on it, but I haven't yet. So I was late. She was going so mad. She was panicking, and she was like, oh my god, where are you? I can't find your house. Oh, she went somewhere else also. Like I don't know, she got misguided by Google Maps and she went somewhere else. She was panicking. I don't know where I am. Where are you? We're supposed to be there in another half an hour. Well, you know, I was so scared. I thought, okay, you know what? I fucked it up. It's gonna be a bad day. How am I gonna do this thing after such a bad mood? And she's gonna yell at me the moment she sees me. Oh my god, I was so nervous. And then once I got in the car, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Like you're God. Like you're a god. I literally have this on my wall. I thought it was embarrassing, so I painted on it, but I still sometimes tell myself that I'm God. So what? I'm not asking anybody to treat me like a god. I'm just telling myself that I'm God. That's not gonna harm anybody, right? So yeah, you're a god. You're a god. So what's stopping you? Why are you feeling like this? And I did not understand why I was feeling like that. I gave up. I was telling to myself, you know what? You don't have to crack the code. You don't have to find why you're feeling like this. You just have to stop feeling like this. So I told myself, I am God. I can handle it. It's nothing. Nothing is happening. If you find me speaking in a weird way, that's because you see a red spot on my tongue. I don't know what happened to it. I think I cut my tongue, or I don't know. It's hurt. So I'm not able to talk properly. So I was in the car and I'm telling to myself that it's okay. And I have this affirmation where it goes, I always act from the frequency of love and light, because I don't like to be mad, honestly. Like I hate being mad. I hate holding grudge against somebody, and I hate holding someone over something that they did years ago. I hate that because one, I don't have the patience to deal with that. Two, I forget. I literally forget why I'm mad at somebody. Like I forget it. So what's the point of being mad when I forget the whole thing, right? But I kind of remembered the lesson. So if somebody did something bad to me, they will lose respect from me. That's for sure. But I will forget what they did and why I'm mad at them. My brain does not give importance to that, so I'm that's my default setting. Like I didn't even train my brain to do that. So in my head, it's just gonna be okay. This person did something shitty. When I look at that person, I'm like, oh, he did something like that, right? You know what? I just not think about it and just keep him at a distance because I know I didn't have a good experience with him earlier. So I was telling myself, okay, you don't have to feel like this anymore. You just act from the frequency of love and light. Okay, so how am I gonna make this all cheerful and how am I gonna flip this ugly situation? Because I felt so shitty. I know people feel this. Like I've seen people feel that, and I've been my whole childhood. I felt that. My whole childhood, I felt like I was an undeserving kid, and I felt I was so like shitty. Literally, like how people would treat shit. I would think that that is how I deserve to be treated. So somebody treats me in a good way, I feel obligated to them. I feel like I have to please them. But I've worked hard, right? All these while I've been working on myself, and I broke that chain. But now it's coming again, and I tell myself this is just a memory. You're not that person anymore. You've worked on yourself and you've changed. This is just a memory. Don't even go there. And I was like, oh yeah, right. We've changed, right? We did all the work. We changed. So acting from love and light. What do we do now? How do I act from love and light? I'm just focusing on my heart chakra, and I'm just like, okay. So I'm just trying to breathe in and breathe out of my chest, basically focusing on my chest. So I just tell myself, act from the frequency of love and light, act from your heart. There's nobody wishing ill for me. There's nothing. She didn't even yell at me. It was just me. It was just me looking at myself like that. So I was like, okay, love and light, right? Okay. What a nice day. Everything is good. I'm stepping into gratitude zone. So I'm like happy, I'm grateful that somebody's picking me up. It's good. It's all nice. And then she turns at me and I'm like terrified by her because I was scared if she's going to yell at me the moment we make eye contact. She didn't even make eye contact till then. I'm sitting back. She's sitting in front and she has another person sitting next to her and she speaks some Northeast Indian language. I obviously don't understand. India has like 300 fucking billion languages. So I have no idea what she's talking. And she's talking with her and she's also from the NER, and I'm like, okay. I just shut my mouth and I think I just pretend like nobody's talking to nobody the whole trip. And then suddenly she turns and then we make eye contact, and I'm like, there was a millisecond that I was scared again from the previous experience that I'm supposed to be scared. And then it quickly changed because I told myself I'm acting from love and light, right? So it quickly changed into me noticing her. So what happened is that I looked at her for what she is and not from the vision of my fear. So I took off the fear and I just looked at her for who she is and what the situation is. And automatically I go, oh my god, you look so pretty. And then her face just lit up. Like the whole vibe changed in the car. There was some tension and it just broke and she was like, oh, thank you. And she was so happy that I complimented her. A lot of people are intimidated by me. And I don't know that. I had no idea. But years later, they come to me and they tell me that, you know what? I didn't talk to you because you were so intimidating. I thought you don't want to be friends with me. You're just too cool for me. And I was like, what? No, I thought you were too cool to be friends with me. I felt so not cool to hang out with you. So I felt like, oh my God, when I'm complimenting her, it means so much to her that she was almost blushing because she's like so fair. Her skin is like so white. And she was like, oh, thank you. The smile on her face. I was like, that's it? I changed it. I flipped the situation. Now everything is good now. Now till I went home, it was awesome. The vibe was awesome. She was not rude. She was not mad at me for anything. Like I even volunteered to go take pictures. I was even goofing around. I don't goof around unless I'm like very confident and I'm very comfortable with the people that are around me. And this place, I have never been to this place. And this person, I've never hung out with this person before. But the whole day flipped and I had an amazing night.
snowman tên luận thăng xía in mình lỡ tụng mà sẽ sạc sạc vết xem.
Am I looking for the space? Am I looking for what was I saying? And so, what am I doing with my lips for such a long time, dude? I have no idea what I was saying. Right? I was in the car. Fuck. What was I saying, dude? I'm glad it still works. I'm just playing with my lips.
Say what?
Ew! That sounds so gross.